Well, since of like the cropping incident anyway, uh, gotta make this a little bit louder at least. So it will be loud and hearable at least this time. But unfortunately again, I freaked off my last recording session of this alongside with another game. It's a puzzle game. Gotta be spoilers already at least. So once you see it, yeah. So I think it's time for me to reread it again. Anyway, hello everyone, Igz here, and welcome to Catnapped gem version, which is about like a dastardly cat princess and a brave rabbit trying to stop her mischievous plans. I guess that's all I can say about it. Without further ado, let's start the game. Okay. A small balcony at the base of the Lettuce Palace stands a princess on a different land, the cat princess and her servant. After much effort, they have snuck their way into the grounds of the palace undetected. Well, I must tell you, I'm such a genius. I am the biggest, brainiest cat princess to ever live. Yo-ho? Of course, Your Highness. What a clever and ingenious plan. What exactly are we here to do again? To capture the Lettuce Princess, of course. So let us nap him. Well, enjoy some lettuce buns right now. How terrible, Your Highness. Let us hope everything goes according to plan. Yo, how clever, very clever, Robin. That's how you get ahead in my books. Now help me through this window. Of course, Your Highness. Hee-ho. The princess enters through the window with a loud crash. Oops, my system crashed. Just kidding. Clover looks for a way to follow Her Highness, but cannot see an easy entrance. Princess, how do I enter the castle to assist you? No need. Your service is no longer needed for this mission. I'll see you back at the castle with the princess. If that is your wish, my lady. He gives a low bow, and upon rising, she is nowhere to be seen. This feels pretty irresponsible. Can I wait for her outside? Surely someone will notice me standing around eventually. Oh well. I don't want to get in trouble for disobeying a princess' command. I guess I'll check out the local sites while I'm here. The cat princess runs down the palace halls in search of her victim. So just to showcase a little bit of the area, yeah. Lettuce Princess, where are you? I demand you come out right this instant. Yo-ho? Patricia, what are you doing here? You're going to be kidnapped, my fellow highness. Kidnapped? This is news to me. It is the news I have come here to personally deliver. Yo-ho? I am also doing the kidnapping. I will not leave empty-handed. Did you come alone? You climbed through the window, but all by yourself? Yes, you see, I am so powerful, I don't need any help in pulling off such a dastardly deed. Liar. I didn't mean to full screen, by the way. But it doesn't matter. Whoopsie. I hope that didn't affect a little bit. I don't need any help in pulling off such a dastardly deed. Again, a lie. It's quite impressive, don't you think? Yo? Very. I was meant to press H, by the way, but I triple Lutz. So, do I have time to pack my things before we leave? I suppose, if you absolutely positively must. I'll make sure to be quick. Good, yes. Before anyone else shows up and ruins my plans. Yo. Okay. That the cat prince's servant finds himself in the small village of the outskirts of the palace. Sure is nice for us, the princess, to invite us to a picnic, Luigi? Not just kidding. There's nothing but vegetables here. No fish or mice. Such a shame. I should have expected as much. Stubbs right. Heading out on her highness's whim like that. A visitor from the Cat Kingdom. What brings you to our little nation? Just felt like a holiday. The countryside is such a lovely place on mine. Say, if I had a problem only a hero could solve, who should I seek out in this place? That would be the fabled rabbit hero, Igz. He lives at the edge of the village, up on the hill. He's so many problems. He's the inspiration behind many stories. He's amazing. Ooh, the Aesop tales. Thank you very much. I'll make sure to pay him a visit. I hope the misfortune that's befallen you passes quickly. Pardon? Okay. Heroes are rarely sought for good reasons. Thank you. I'm more trying to take preventative measures though. Don't worry about me. Okay. It's not me with the problem. You guys are now missing a princess. Anyways, you sell carrots, right? Yes, of course. The servant finds a small hut on the edge of town. He circles the perimeter a few times, unsure if he has the correct location. This looks like the place. Rather homely. Doesn't give the most intimidating first impression. Hello. Anyone home? A visitor. What do you want? Are you Igz, the legendary hero? I don't know about legendary, but yes, that is me. The servant clasped his hands in exaggerated delight. Great! Your assistance has been requested at the palace. Okay. Okay, there's a metal thing this time. The little princess needs me for something. You could say that. Not to worry you, but you should probably head to the palace at your earliest convenience. Then I will leave at once. Good. Okay, see you. He bows before disappearing. Okay. What's a cat doing delivering a message on behalf of the latest princess? Strange. Meanwhile, the kidnapped lettuce princess is en route to the cat castle with the cat princess. Yo, my dastardly scheme has succeeded. Aren't you impressed by this carriage? Isn't it so luxurious? It is very comfy, yes. Thank you for the window seat. The view is gorgeous. There you go. Or anything else? Not a problem. Okay. You see, I am a very accommodating and beautiful, as you are now learning. But perhaps during your time being kidnapped, you could look at more gorgeous views, like on a walk or a picnic. Okay. Do I have a choice in the matter? Do I have a choice in the matter? Well, I would advise you if you really didn't want to, but I thought it might be a nice idea. Uh-huh. I love to position. Excellent. The cat princess sat up in her seat. Oh, fortunately, it's already midnight. I will need to drink my next coffee soon. Cat princess stands up in her seat. Carriage 7. I must implore you to go faster. I must get home at once. Yes, Your Highness. Right away. Oh, I don't mind the more gentle ride. The vegetable kingdom's known for its natural sights. The gentle ride gives us more time to enjoy the view, does it not? Ah, yes, of course. What a brilliant idea, Your Highness. Truly a princess who enjoys the little things, much like myself. Never mind. Carriage Sherman. You must instead go slower. Slower. Yes, Your Highness. Right away. Okay. The little rabbit sneaks into the palace and looks for traces of the missing Lettuce Princess. Being a great hero, the task was a simple one, as he had been there many times before. Your Highness. Hello. Okay. A strange cat told me you'd call for me. As he wanders further, he stumbles upon a piece of paper, stamped with the princess seal. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check the very suspicious noises outside, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me read this again. As he wanders further, he stumbles upon a piece of paper, stamped with the princess seal. A letter. A letter. A letter. To whomever finds this letter. Okay. The cat princess has decided to relocate me to her castle for a little while. Okay. Please do not panic. I'm not in any immediate danger. However, I would like rescuing at your earliest convenience. Yours truly, Princess Valerie. Okay. Sorry about that. Isop almost drops the letter in surprise. She's been kidnapped. It's really terrible, isn't it? Whatever is the hero to do? The cat princess servant almost seems to appear out of thin air. Okay. Hear that weird cat from earlier. Hear that weird cat from earlier. Did you have a hand in this? Hand over Princess Valerie. Do I look like I have her? The letter says she's with the cat princess right now. Don't worry, I'm here to help you. Okay. How am I supposed to trust anyone from the cat kingdom when your royalties behind the kidnapping? Well, do you know where the cat kingdom is? Triple nuts. What about how to sneak into the cat castle? I'll figure it out along the way. be a lot easier with a guide, you know. I'm a great hero. I don't need any help. Well, suit yourself. I know when my help isn't welcome. Rover spins around, dejected at the refusal of the help. Speed! Okay. I guess I'll just have to head home. Also a really nice thing there. As a weapon. Which is sort of here, by the way. He bows politely before disappearing as quickly as he had appeared. Good luck, hero. Ellipsis? Shortly after arriving home, the evil evil cat princess subjects the little princess to a tour of the cat castle. She wanders around in a pattern only she understands. Valerie being dragged behind her as she goes. Eventually, most locations in the castle are gone. Okay. And with that, we are back in the hallway. That was quite a tour, was it not? Yo. Thanks for showing me around. I appreciate it. We end the tour at this most important place. You will be a chambers. She pointed at the master unexplored, just off of the main hallway. Actually, we can have the entire thing, if you like. Aren't I generous? Okay. Are there any rules on where I can and cannot go? Well, I must ask, dear little princess, you do not attempt to escape without my permission. Okay. It would defeat the whole point of you being kidnapped if you can just leave all willy-nilly, you see? Okay. You're free to roam around though. Preferably with me by your side, And if you're hungry, I will make you a snack. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I don't suppose we could have some tea. Tea? Yes. I believe that is a beverage of sorts. A wonderful idea. I think I can post here a little bit, so you can see a little bit of history. Yeah. By the way, I didn't save my full run. My first one, unfortunately it's broke. But in case anyway, if something happens, I'll save it. Do you want some right now? If it's not too much trouble, then we'll go and make a tea right away. For us to drink and such, Please, wait right here. Okay. The little rabbit reaches the northern edge of the village and stares at the dense forest ahead of him. According to the weird cat, the cat kingdom is in this direction. That is, if his words are true. All the villagers have warned about this forest, but I don't have carriage money. The forest does not reply to his gaze. The forest staring at the rabbit menacingly. It stands, inviting him in, menacingly, almost calling his name, in the rustle of its leaves. Finding his resolve, he steps to meet it. It is the way I must go. Then I'll do it. That's what a hero does. I cannot believe! Without a moment wasted, he forgoes the safety of the vegetable kingdom. Here's the forest. Back in the castle, Princess Patricia is rummaging through the kitchen's extensive pantry. Tea. Tea. I know what tea is, and I know how to make tea unlike anyone has ever seen. The best tea in all of the land. A tea bag to the face. Just kidding. I need hot water. And some kind of substance to put in the hot water, yes? I believe those are the required steps. She finds a teapot and fills it with water before placing it onto the stove. Perfect, yes. It's all going according to Keikaku. The plan. I will heat up the hot water to the hottest it will go. That way the tea will be the best. Not just The cat princess grabs the hot metal with her usual hubris, only to find the kettle stirring hot. Okay. She drops the kettle on the floor in shock, and it bounces across the tile. Realizing her mistake, she slumps to the floor, defeated. Hearing the crash, Valerie comes running. Are you okay, Patricia? I heard a loud crash. She sees the cat princess in her pathetic state, surrounded by a puddled father. Horrible news, my dear Valerie. The tea has been wilted. But not by any outside opposition, but by myself. I made such a mess of things. Losing the last little bit of composure she had, Patricia begins crying with deep, heavy sobs. I ruined tea time. I'm sorry. No, Patricia. Sure we can fix this. First, let me go and get something to mop this up with. Maybe with a towel. Or like a mop. Dodging the bowls of water, she searches the kitchen for something absorbent. After dealing with the kettle and the spillage, Valerie patiently walks Patricia through all of the steps and starts to make tea. For long, they have their drinks. After much reassurance and a fresh pot of tea, the cat princess is back in high spirits. They sit together in the sunroom, enjoying the afternoon breeze. You know, I'm quite partial to a bit of catnip in hot water. That suffices as a tea, does it not? Normally, I subsist on carbonated drinks, so that's when Rover isn't looking. Speaking of which, he should have been back home by now. I wonder where he's gotten to. I'm not fussy. Seeing a mammal such as yourself, that you're experts makes me happy. Anything's perfectly good. Yes, wonderful. I'll continue to have such a drink if it pleases you. Yo-ho. I'll import enough for the whole continent to try the vegetable kingdom's many teas. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Okay. Back in the forest, Bummer finds Aesop wandering around without a clear direction. Okay, Bummer studies him for a while and determines that it's time to intervene. What's this? A little rabbit lost deep in the forest. I'm just investigating all options, like a good hero does. For all I know, the princess has escaped and is running through the forest back to me. If I intercept her, she will suffer less than that if she had to run all the way back to her to her palace. I don't think Her Highness will let that little ball of lettuce out of her sight. I don't trust your words. You are a cat, after all. Stereotyping now, out of me. The cat princess, the villain of the tale, is who your loyalties lie with. It's for that reason you are currently the enemy. I cannot trust you. Loyalties lie with. I don't know if I go as far as to say that. Whatever the case, I will save Her Highness, the little princess, from the cat's clutches. It's up to such a thing while going in the wrong direction. The little rabbit hero hesitates for a moment. If we're continuing in the direction, the judge was the best. Did I read that right, by the way? Yeah, still like some of that. Suit yourself. I guess I'll keep watch a little longer. This is far more entertaining than heading back to the castle. Okay. As the sun begins to go down, Valerie begins to yawn. Patricia takes note and decides enough is enough for today. Well, if it suits you, I think it's time to retire for the evening. Thank you. It has been a long day after all. All of this excitement has worn me out. And I have been the creator of such excitement. I'll be the creator of much more tomorrow, too. She takes the lettuce princess to the main hall. Just outside her designated room. Here you go. You can rest up here. I would advise against sneaking out in the middle of the night, since princesses need their beauty sleep. Terrible for your cicada rhythm. Oh, so I have been told. It's your guardian rhythm, Your Highness. Yes. Yes. That is what I said, you see. My apologies. I think I must just be getting extra tired. Time for the night sounds like a wonderful idea. Also, I mean Valerie. I read that wrong. My apologies. I think I must just be getting extra tired. Retiring for the night sounds like a wonderful idea. If anything goes wrong, my door is always open. Remember why it is, don't you? Yes, I think I should be okay for the night. Thank you. Very well. Have pleasant dreams. Tomorrow I will begin work on our grand picnic activities. Princess Valerie curtsies deeply before closing the door to her room behind her. As the day begins to turn to night, the rabbit grows concerned over his prospects of exiting the forest before it gets truly dark. Okay. He's well unshaken, continues to look for clues as to the correct direction, and finds something orange out of the corner of his eye. A carrot. What's one doing all the way out here? He walks a little further ahead and sees another underground. How strange. It might be a trap, or someone marked the way through the forest again. I can't waste any more time. I suppose I'll have to trust it. The trees began to thin. As he exits the forest, he spots a campfire in the direction. Rover has set up a camp, 2 tents, and a small fire. Well, definitely truly a rover. Like an entry not justified. Anyway. Finally found your way out, I see. I'd offer something to eat, but I think we have pretty different palates. You've set up a camp. Set up camp. Do you plan on exhausting yourself, walking all through the night? Through a bog? The letter said nearest convenience, did it not? I don't think it's very convenient to go without sleep. Hangs up is suspicious, but its exhaustion overwhelms his reason, so he accepts the cat's help. He returns to one of his tents, returns to one of the tents, and falls asleep as soon as he lies down. Okay. Patricia curls up into her grand bed, full of many pillows, and falls fast asleep. So one thing I will say, the background will be further later on. This night, she dreams a very special dream. In these special dreams, she sees a vision of herself dressed in white. Light pouring from the stained glass windows illuminate the grand hall filled with decorations and flowers. All the people of the land have gathered to celebrate on this great day. She strides down a long carpet, up to a small set of steps, and there she sees the most beautiful sight she's ever seen. There stands Valerie, also dressed in white, wearing a most beautiful dress with a large tree. Patricia is handed a bright green ring and slips it onto Valerie's finger, and the crowd cheers and goes wild. Woo! All goes wild. Hell yeah. Princess and princess marriage. Patricia leans in for a kiss, and then the dream ends. Okay. The birds perch in the surrounding trees. The surrounding trees sing their morning song and steer the sleeping eyes up. As he comes to, he remembers the urgency of his mission and sits up, rejecting the comfortable embrace of the sleep any longer. Okay. He exits his tent and finds the campfire smoldering and the other tent empty. The cat is nowhere to be found. I wonder where he's run off to now. No matter. I'll set out my journey once more. He contemplates the state of the campfire, and if it's okay to leave everything as is. But decides the princess rescue is far more pressing. Here's the pug. Yep. As he treks down the path, the ground beneath him turns wetter, squishier. An earthy humidity about the air goes in strength. I guess this is the bog the cat mentioned. This is by far the furthest out I've ever been from home. But for the princess, I will prevail. He quickens his pace, his boots muddying as he runs. The cat princess wakes with a stretch. That was a good sleep. I feel most rested, yes. Yo. And now for another wonderful day with... Wait. Patricia suddenly remembers her dream. That's right. I had a vision. A vision of the future. Came to me in my dream. She scrambles out of bed and rushes to her mirror. As clear as day, I saw it. Mine and Valerie's wedding. It was as grand as I envisioned. It looked so lovely. Yeah. I was motivated before, but I have now been touched by a divine energy. I am now a prophet, and I must start planning accordingly. She begins to pace around her. I must plan today perfectly. Yes, I will start planning my envisioned day right here and now. For the picnic, we can start with the delicious meal. And then, once I have the lettuce princess in my grasp, I should impress her with some poetry. Roses are red, violets are blue. I love you as much as this set of bread I have too. Sorry about that. Surely, if I can pick the right words and put them in the right order, she'll have no choice but to marry me. And so the princess began to struggle to string together a simple sentence. She walks over to her writing desk to give it her best shot. Yep, roses are red. Lettuce is green. Yep, that's a little catnapping. You're the most beautiful girl. You're the most beautiful girl that I have ever seen. I want to correct on the HTA at least and pronounce it how it is. Where's my face? Well then. Alright. It's not here right now. Maybe something more elegant. Did we press that? Thankfully, that's something. I'm afraid I might press up one of the functions again of my Ren'Py, so. Dearest Valerie, you're the most lovely princess, aside from myself, that I have ever laid eyes upon. You remind me quite fondly of catnip. You also create the desire in me to roll around on the floor. Maybe a little too fervent. It is so difficult, especially having to write it alone. She throws down her quill and paper and goes back to pacing around her room. I will try again when the mood strikes me. I have much to think about. Yes, lots and lots of thoughts to be taught. For now, I should attend to my dear guest. I wonder if she's awake by now. Patricia finishes getting ready and then waltzes down the hall to meet Valerie. She is already wide awake, sitting in the sunroom. As Patricia lays eyes upon her, she is captured by her beauty. Her slight transparency in the sun appears to make her glow. Patricia is caught off guard, and so Valerie begins a conversation between them. Such a lovely sunroom. I really like it here. It was built by the very best. I use it mostly to have my afternoon naps, you see. A great castle fit for at least one princess. Perhaps even more than one. Yo. Are you familiar with the process of photosynthesis? What? Your fellow highness. Yep. Okay. I draw out my energy in the morning from the sunlight. The location like this is just wonderful. How magical! By comparison, I do believe I am quite to the sun. It has an immense power over my ability to stay awake in the afternoon, such as lately as well reality. Quite perplexing. It seems to happen the most in this room, so I avoid it. if I must be busy. Have you had breakfast? Oh yes, your servants are quite accommodating. Wonderful. Yes, they have my servants so naturally. They are the very best. Yeah. They know how to treat a princess such as yourself. Yeah. I must also continue to uphold such a high level of service and accommodation, so I will take my leave for a short while. Okay. I must begin work on the greatest picnic there has ever been. Or dare I say, the greatest picnic that ever will be. Would you like some assistance? Would you like some assistance? No. I must keep my ways a secret. You see, I need to surprise you with the contents of such a picnic. If you must, I'll wait here then. I'm excited to see what you'll come up with. Yes, of course. Patricia disappears down the hall before the picnic making pressure gets to her too much. The swampy terrain is beginning to take its toll on the little rabbit. The thickness of the mud, the humidity of the air, all contributing to the slowing of his step. Fully enveloped in the haze of this environment, he once again finds himself lost. This place is playing tricks on me. I swear I was just on the path but a moment ago. After some wandering, he spots in the distance what looks like a small house. Not sure where else to go, he pushes on to investigate. Back in the castle kitchen, Patricia begins preparing her magnum opus meal. Yes, this is the catnip. That's just kidding. On to preparing the most delicious picnic. The contents of this lunch will determine Valerie's entire opinion of me. I already have the most adorable picnic basket and the cutest chicken blanket. I am most prepared. I will even showcase this eat-up bag I have. Along the way. Well, for the sandwiches, for myself, I will unravel the mysteries of the tuna sandwich. And for Valerie, unfortunately for the cat princess, she had failed to gather intel on the basics of non-mammalian diets. Triple dot question mark. Okay. What do inhabitants of the lettuce kingdom eat? They drink tea, and are mostly humanoid. So surely it's not just sunlight. I'm certainly excited by the prospect of learning something new about my future betrothed. But for now, this cannot do. Maybe just vegetables as well. Maybe they're also just vegetarian. Normally, I would glean some information by entertaining her with riddles. But on such short notice, I would have adapted to the situation. Maybe I could pack different ingredients and make her a sandwich quickly, while I distract her with my beauty. Yes, I will simply bring everything. With such choice, surely I can figure it out on the spot. Yeah. And in the impossible situation, I make something not to her liking. I can just make another right then. There. It's perfect. Perfect. Yeah. After hedging her bets and her improvisational skills, she heads out of the kitchen with her basket full of ingredients. Yep, a lot of this spot will always be a good spot to find some ingredients. The basket. Aesop carefully approaches the front door of the cabin, weapon in hand. Before taking another step, a voice calls out to him from inside. I can see you out there. Don't be shy. It's been a while since I have had guests. Interesting. He hesitantly enters the abode. The woman before him greets him in a warm voice. What a cute little creature you are. What brings you to my place so fascinating? Her eyes scan him up and down. I assume this isn't your final destination. There's a sense of urgency about you that makes me think you aren't staying for long. That's right. I'm on a quest to save a princess. That's all great heroes must go on. I take it your journey is going well so far. You have all your limbs still, after all. A creak at the front door makes Aesop turn his head. In the door stands Rkzzaik. Don't mind me. I just saw you walk to a witch's den and I got worried. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're both still very much alive, so it's not my time to shine just yet. I'm not in a rush. Decade is a patient piece after all. So they are the decade witch. For now, I can offer you both refreshments if you'd like. Unpoisoned, of course. Sorry, I'm just here to ask directions. Do you know the way to the Cat Kingdom from here? Did your friend help you? He most certainly knows the way. I don't know if I can trust him just yet. Let me get a closer look at him. I'll be the judge of that. You don't look very trustworthy yourself, you know. My, cursed little thing, aren't you? Pardon. Are you talking to me or the rabbit? Why, you of course, my little cat. If I can call you such a thing. How long have you been wearing that phone? It can be good for you long term, surely. I don't know what you could possibly be referring to. We're not here for any of this. We're here for safe passage through your swamp. My swamp? You talk as if I own it. It's the other way around, darling. The bug owns us all. The bug owns us all here. Okay. If we stay here long enough, that is. For a short journey, you'll be completely fine. Just head east from here and follow the path in the direction you wish to go. The witch points to a party in the trees, just a little ways away from her cabin. In the distance lies a signpost with the names of the closest kingdoms. That's probably where we're looking for. Well, thank you for your time. Oh, and before you part, take one of these each. Rover's already halfway through the door when the witch calls out. She reaches down into a cabinet beside her and passes them 2 vials of a strange liquid. You'll need to drink this before entering the cave, if that's the way you are heading. Great. Now we're being given witch's potions. Okay, enough of this. We are living now. Well, what about? It's time to leave, little rabbit. Now, right now. Pull the lever or whatever. What now? Rover pushes Ice up out of the door and away from the witch's words. I wonder if we'll ever see that witch ever again in another game. Also, I hope no one is getting like, oh my god, she's so hot before that. Nah, just kidding. You can go at that, but just don't say anything like, extremely weird. The sun is high in the sky as Patricia lugs her heavy picnic basket across the castle grounds. Also, the really nice cat hedges there. Cat trim hedges. I think perhaps here. It's good, yeah, fella highness. I'm really fine with it anyway. And if you need help carrying that basket, I don't mind. Nonsense. I will carry everything. Don't you worry. Yo. But yes, here. Here will be the perfect spot, I think. She sets the basket down with an earthy thunk. That's just the perfect amount of sun. And the lack of sun. Not being the shade, of course. The being superb with just enough of a pleasant breeze. And so I deem this place to be good enough for a picnic. Yes? Yeah? She unfurls the picnic basket and gestures for Valerie to take a seat. Sorry, let me read that. Patricia sits down beside her, pulling out the different ingredients from the basket. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry, it's already midnight, and I also need to eat additional now, a little bit, and drink additional coffee. First, bread, which she then watches for Valerie's reaction. Valerie gives a slight nod, encouraging her to continue. Do not worry, my dear Valerie, for I have packed the finest of basics. I have beef, chicken, tuna, lamb, salmon, all of the richest meats the heart could desire. Whatever you would have, I have them here in this basket. What would you like upon your sandwich? I think I might have tuna. Are there no vegetarian options? Oh, vegetarian. Vegetarian. Yes, of course. Remind me what that word means. What that word means, if you could. Someone who eats vegetables, my dear cat. Oh, let me see. A panic expression grows across Patricia's face as she realizes she hasn't packed anything but meats. Yes, of course. I will go and get you some vegetables right away. Patricia scrambles from the picnic blanket, about to dash full speed to the kitchen to find something suitable. Valerie tugs at the bottom of her dress to stop her from running off. Oh, it's quite alright. I can fix this predicament myself. Don't worry. Valerie then reaches around to the back of her head and plucks a lettuce leaf to put between the two slices of bread. There we go. This will suffice plenty. Oh, will it? You know that kind of like blocking of hair to just like have something edible? That reminds me of like the song Parsley by Stickler. Yeah. That freaked up thing. Will it? Yes. By removing the biggest leaves, it allows space for the smaller leaves to grow. This way I can recycle any nutrients I might otherwise waste. It's the most efficient way of doing things, you see. I do see. Fascinating. That's very genius of you, dear princess. Oh, of your brilliance. If only I could eat my hair balls. I'll be right back a little bit. Just gonna eat some chocolate. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Fortunately, I also have to eat bread. I don't think the a small chocolate bar will be enough for me to chocolate wafer. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Read this again. That's very generous of you. Genius of you, dear princess. I'm in awe of your brilliance. If only I could eat my hairballs. You know? So I already read it, but just very like a little bit raining. Patricia sits back down, amazed by the lettuce princess's resourcefulness. With the lunch disaster avoided, they continue to enjoy the time outdoors. Okay. Miss Rabbit and the cat reach the entrance. Reach the entrance of the cave system. With goats, by the way, and the cat, funny enough. A short trip to here, and we should be at the border of the cat kingdom in no time. Lead the way. Trusting of me now, are we? It's usually wise to trust a wise woman's words. Since she said you're okay, I'll trust you for the time being. That's all it took. Yeah, that's all it took. I feel like I should be taking some offense. You trusting someone like that over me. Whatever, I'll take what I can get. Actually, while you're answering my questions, I have an idea. Why don't you just take a carriage? Surely that's easier than all of this nonsense. Okay. True heroes do things the old-fashioned way. Kid, if you're hunting for money, I don't mind lending you a couple bucks. Okay, let's go. Isop takes the vial the witch had given him and downs the contents in one large gulp. Are not going to drink yours? Absolutely not. I'm glad you didn't collapse on the spot after that. I still have my reservations. Such as... Well, I suspect you won't agree with me. I'll leave it at that. Now then, if you're ready, your princess awaits. Rover dramatically bows and then leads away to the underground town. Okay. Patricia waves her servants over to deal with the nearly untouched picnic basket. And the two princesses continue their walk. I am quite pleased with how the picnic lunch has gone. Would you agree to Valerie? Yeah. Yes, it was very lovely. The bread you provided was very soft. There's so many things in the cat kingdom, like the picnic blanket we sat upon. Yes. Yes, that was lovely too. Well, hopefully it's not made on cat fur though. I do love the flowers you grow here. You have quite the range. It's quite magical. I'm surprised to find such a well-equipped garden in a nation such as this. Well, I took a keen interest in it a little while back, shortly after my first trip to the largest kingdom. I was captivated by a certain something and I felt the need to mirror such feeling in my own home. I'm sure my efforts pale in comparison to the real thing, but I still tried. It's like a little slice of my own home. I'm quite appreciative. Quite appreciative. Another nice addition to a fun day out. You know, I also have a magical evening planned as well. Don't think the day is over just yet. Something as impressive, it would be nigh impossible not to fall in love with me upon its grand reveal. Oh, or so I heard. So I have heard. I'm looking forward to it. Then, I wonder what could be so impressive. Valerie smiles in such a way that makes Patricia's heart skip several beats. Yes, of course. The pressure to deliver on such high promise is beginning to dawn on me. Okay. I wondered for a moment before entering the game. How would the two of them navigate without a torch? Valley's answer immediately as they step inside. Okay. A dim light emanated from the cave. In the cave, as they went inside, it came into view that the rocks themselves glow. Okay, I think the four so far and this are the most detailed one. Again, they really make this really so amazing. As for how their game goes, like I think most of these are like really like scanned and like really colored with watercolor painting. That's all I can say. Impressive as always. Okay, let me read it again. A dim light emanated in the cave. As I went inside, it came into view that the rocks themselves glowed. Making sure. Okay. The crystalline structures that just out from the rocks shine the brightest. Wholesome walks up to one, intrigued. Careful now. I once see a guy who's like one of those on a dare. Got really sick after that. And, well, I wouldn't recommend touching them. That's what I'm trying to say. Isaac heeds the warning and backs off. Still, it's a beautiful place. I haven't come this way in a long time. They carry on for a while, enjoying but not touching the sights in front of them. The path opens up a ways in to an area not only full of crystals, but of giant spores. Oh, so these weren't here last time. By the way, are you feeling dizzy at all? The little rabbit shakes his head. Really, nothing at all. If anything, I feel better in here than I did in the bog. The air was so thick there. Maybe I need to take a break. Ever since I came in here, I've been feeling a bit nauseous. It's probably the stale air. Too much time outside, and now I'm feeling sensitive. He takes another look at the large shoe. Careful now. I wonder if these things have anything to do with it. He walks up to one, examines it for a while. Up to one, examines it for a moment, before collapsing onto the ground. Outside of the cave, Wilbur finally comes to. Where am I? Oh, back up. Outside, I guess. He jumps up from the dirt path outside the cave. I pulled you out of the cave after you fainted. Really? Oh, okay. Well, thanks, I appreciate it. Wait, what's that horrible taste in my mouth? Did I throw up? I gave you the witch's potion. Figured it would help. It looks like it did the trick. Robert panics as he looks himself over for any signs of change. Upon finding none, he lets out a sigh of relief. Well, thanks for the help. Don't know what would have happened if you weren't. Actually, if it wasn't for him, I would have been in there in the first place. He sits back down, realizing just how exhausted he feels. Okay, enough's enough. I'm calling a carriage for this, calling a carriage for the rest of this journey. But save it. I'm not walking another step. I almost suffocated back there. Was poisoned. Whatever it was, I'm not putting myself in unnecessary danger. People nuts. Consider this your reward for dragging me out there. Fine. Patricia walks into the ballroom, looks over the decorum one last time. The stage is set, music is playing, the guests will arrive soon, and the buffet is prime and ready. Okay. She looks everything over, nodding at each of her servants as a sign of her approval. Yes, perfect. Everything is going according to Keikaku. Yahaha. I have kept my just lovely and clean throughout the day, so it will suit me well for tonight's event. It's a shame I could not procure a spare gown for our dear Linus princess, but no matter. She looks lovely no matter what she wears. I need to make a good impression. Surely this will all suffice. She paces around the room a couple of times before gathering the courage to show Valerie. Okay, everything should be ready enough now. She wanders the halls for a moment and finds Valerie sitting again in the sunroom with a cup of tea. There you are, my dear captain. I have something most grand to show you. Oh, it is a surprise you talked about earlier. Why yes. I'm glad you were listening, my dear Highness. Let's not wait any longer. Let me show you the great surprise. Yo-ho? She pulls Valerie away from her tea in a hurry. Valerie doesn't get much time to protest. Patricia takes Valerie's hand and leads her through the large doors into the ball. Valerie gasps in awe at the sight of it all. Patricia is pleased with such a reaction. What's this? Some kind of event? Why yes, my dear fellow princess. You're receptive here. There will be a ball, you see. Held in the ballroom. Very devious of me, no? Go devious, there you go. Like a really good devious with a hint of smooch. It certainly is a sight to behold. Must have put a lot of effort into this. 5 months in advance, my dear Highness. Everything perfectly calculated. Everything is updated, Your Honor. Because we're not saying that I expect you to be in attendance. If you don't mind, that is. I'll give you a couple of hours to get ready. Our guests have yet to arrive, but then the merriment shall begin. Patricia bows low before her. before slinking away, leaving the lettuce princess to get back to her tea. Okay. The carriage drops the rabbit and the cat off at the gate of the castle. The second his feet hit the pavement, Isaac launched into a sprint towards the front doors, but is swiftly caught by the tail of his scarf. Not so fast, little rabbit. This is not a kingdom, and we don't run in all willy-nilly. A rabbit barging in all by himself. Okay, quite suspicious, don't you think? Wouldn't it be much better, and more importantly, faster and easier, if we were accompanied by one of the cat prince's servants? Isaac relaxes against the rover's grasp. We've come so far, you and I. Finally listening to my great reason. Fortunately, you're not her luck show, so no. Very well. Let this mere servant escort you to the princess's locations. If I remember correctly, she had plans for some kind of ball happening this evening. Glad I dodged having to sort all of that out. They make their way into the castle by passing any security along them. Isaac gathers at the decker. Quite a fancy place, isn't it? The Cat Kingdom is quite wealthy, you see. We make an absolute fortune selling merchandise with our faces on it. Like this small acrylic keychain of me, right here, only for $4.99. Grandiose, isn't it? You can even pet it. Okay. Something about our looks drive the human kingdom crazy. Because it's a kitchen after all. And people love anime kitchens. That, and maybe the magic charms we put on the item. Like anime. Isaac is a little ahead, staring at one of the many tapestries. Not interested in hearing about our trading agreements. Well, that's none of the business of a hero, after all. I don't blame you. Heroes shouldn't involve themselves in the nuances of soft power. They reach the doors to the ballroom. Rover gives the guards a "he's with me" look, and they bow before letting them move inside. There's like an annoying fly something. Sorry. It's gonna remove that dirt screen. Oh, get out of the way. Playing right now. Or reading. Valerie stares into the night, admiring the view from the ballroom's balcony. Trying to escape from such a height, my dear princess. You're out of luck, you see, but there's no ladder nearby. There are vines to climb down from. I'm afraid you'll simply have to enjoy this wonderful evening I have put together instead. Huh? Oh, no. I was simply enjoying some of the fresh night air. The stars are just as pretty here as they are back home. Perhaps we'll have a night, not one of those days, on the full moon of course, to minimize the risk of tripping. It's everything to your liking. Not too loud or busy. Well, I do feel a little out of depth, not knowing anyone. It's only natural as I'm not from around here. Oh, the people here are nothing to be scared of. One comment from me and they will all leap from this very balcony. Like a true Ana. I just kidding. And I extend every power I have to you as well. It is us with the flower. So do not fret. Patricia extends her arm for, for the princess to take. Go with me. I'll introduce you to all my novels. I'm sure they will find you most interesting and beautiful. After that, maybe a dance, or something to eat. I corrected my blunder from earlier, and have arranged the finest vegetarian options this kingdom could muster. In a few hours of knowledge, that is. The card that came in most useful. Yet another example of my own brilliance. Oh, they didn't harvest everything just to accommodate me, didn't they? And I want your hard work to have been all spent in a night. Never fear, dear Mallory, for I have quite the set of green thumbs. I'll simply plant more. You may eat your hair as a novel party trick. You wish to amaze my guests, as you did. But no counted harvest can beat the satisfaction of fighting for someone as so beautiful and wise, not just yourself. Yeah. I could also do with your advice on which is edible, one such as myself. I am not fully sure, you see. In that case, I'd love to go through everything. I pulled out every plant seasons. Excellent. Not only this will be a lovely night, experiment, but one of education as well. We head inside and the guests are quite fascinated with the lettuce princess, asking her many questions about her kingdom. When asked why she made the trip out, she gives a polite response about Patricia generously hosting. She handles everything with grace and elegance, as expected of a true princess. Aesop keeps an eye on her throughout the night, shooing away any of the catfolk who are curious about the body in their midst. Okay. Robert holds a plate of vegetables out in front of him, urging him to take it. I figure you wouldn't take the time out to get this yourself. Your princess is fine, see? Nothing wrong with her. Okay. Sheba looks to be having fun from this angle. Sister? Yeah. Okay, sure. Who knows what happened before we got here? I have an idea, but it's probably not as exciting as you'd imagine. A picture of mostly the cat princess tripping over herself, and the poor little princess having to help her out. He takes a sip of his glass of wine. Well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the night. Don't bother them until everyone's left, okay? It will look real bad if you involve a ton of civilians. We'd have to be escorted out if that were the case. Shrivel nuts. It'll all be done before midnight. The princess doesn't like to lose out. It'll be done before midnight. The princess doesn't like to lose out on beauty sleep. Aesop heeds Rover's words and continues to watch the princess carefully. As the night winds down, at around 11 p.m., there's a clock in this game. Well, Aesop, Rover, and the two princesses are left standing in a hall, mainly of castle staff. Aesop takes this as his moment to reveal himself and step in. A rabbit. I don't remember inviting someone as such as yourself. No matter, you enjoyed the evening. I'm sure it was quite wonderful. Oh, hello, Aesop. Nice to see you here. Okay. Lettuce Princess, I have come to save you. What? Playtime's over, Your Highness. Let's return your captain before others begin to notice. What's this, woman? Why are you finally turning against me? Your home? Not today, Your Highness. I'm simply looking out for you and the good of our feline kingdom. It would be bad if word got out you were kidnapping Vegetable Kingdom royalty, would it not? Might impact your ability to trade with them down the line. I swear, I'm the only person in the world who cares to think about such things. Well, I suppose those are good points. However, I will only relinquish the littlest princess if the littlest princess agrees. You cannot force someone to be kidnapped, you see. They all turn to Valerie. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be staying too long. Thank you for having me, Patricia. I had a wonderful time. Hell yeah. She takes the cat princess's hands, leans over, and kisses her. Kawaii. Truly princess x princess moment. The kiss lasts only a couple seconds, but they were the longest seconds of Patricia's life. Her eyes go wide and her whole body tenses. Hell yeah. Valerie pulls away, giving the still frozen cat princess a wink. Hey, we will meet again. She is then escorted out of the room by Isol, curtsying low as she leaves. Patricia, still stunned, waves goodbye to Valerie as she finally begins to process what happened. That hero was thinking nothing could make you speechless. I didn't think the littlest princess was rather relaxed about all of this. Guess that explains that. Would you like me to escort to your room, Your Highness? You look like you're about to faint. Okay. The next day, Robert searches high and low for the cat princess, but she is nowhere to be found. He looks up and down the halls, counters in the castle grounds, and in the sunroom, despite it not being her typical napping time. While not entirely unusual, in and of itself, he was concerned as she is not in any of her usual hiding spots. Lady, where have you gone now? He knocks on her bedroom door, letting himself in when he hears no response. Not here either, but oh, what's this? He notices a hastily scrawled note. Sorry, resting on her desk. Dear whoever this letter finds, I have been kidnapped by the latest princess. Now that you're just typing, I'm having a fantastic time. You have come to rescue me. I didn't plan to return anytime soon. Good luck. I'm sure Kingdom will be fine without me. Fantastic. What am I supposed to be doing about this? Please, Wolfen, if you're reading this, you can be king while I'm gone. I can think of that better. He considers this new predicament and decides against sending anyone to rescue her. Well, if that's what the princess wants, works for me. No, I don't have the stage to come. Because I go tell everyone, we did not need bother you. We did not need bother. And so the two kingdoms live happily ever after. Live happily ever after. Hell yeah. Soon the Cat Kingdom was under new management, and the two nations prospered. The Cat Kingdom greatly stabilized under Rover's control. The Vegetable Kingdom took a while to adjust to their new royal family member, but the presence of such a noble character won out in the end. Alicia never quite got used to eating vegetarian, and so imported a lot of meat. Relations between the vegetable and cat kingdoms were never met. Isaac remained a great hero, continuing to help others in their time of need. The end. So yeah. So that's it for Catnapped. Again, very the description said, just like the description said, it is a very silly kinetic visual novel. And I do agree, it is very silly and stupid, and I love it, every bit of it. See, everything's just like a wonderful life. At least, this is like a straightforward and adorable, wholesome one. Kingdom, I really like the words used to it, and I enjoy reading it. Yeah. Patricia and Valerie got finally married. Overall, yeah, this is pretty adorable game. Again, I always said like the art. Again, unfortunately, right now it is kind of still incomplete. Some of the backgrounds are obvious. So, as far as I remember, they said that they will update this game in a month. So probably next month, I guess. Still, it was a very fun visual novel to read. So yeah. Again, the art as well is also pretty good. It's by raspberrybell again. As always, it is very adorable. I think it was. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for Catnap. Ah boy. And that's it for my redoing of both games. At least like the other one has bonus one now. Just to save some time. Anyway, yeah. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. And see you in the next videos, which is probably going to be today as well. So bye bye. And may stars guide you.